Hi everyone, I'm any new province and I just finished up the league with Grixis Midrange. It was awesome to be able to play with targeted discard like Addle. You can kill your opponent with side-by-side Beetleback Chiefs and Gurmag Anglers in whatever matches you want by clicking on the timestamps in the description down below. While you're down there, if you wouldn't mind liking the video or subscribing to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know you've enjoyed everything and it really encourages me to keep making great Pauper content. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the league. All right, let's go. Match 1, game 1. First game of the season. I'm going to keep this. I think we're going to have to play fairly fast. We want 2 red sources by turn 4, and we want... I don't really think I even want a Faithless Looting here. I don't know what I would pitch. I don't know what we're playing against. And next turn, I only have 2 1-mana red spells to play, so I'm just going to pass. We want 2 untapped red mana by turn... Oh, man, I really wish I would have Faithless Looting now. We want 2 untapped red mana by turn 4 is kind of our ideal scenario. So Echoing Decay can hit one of their guys instant speed. Flame Slashes probably aren't going to be important. We might have to race them with Lightning Bolts. So we'll see if they commit a creature here and we can Lightning Bolt it away. I feel like Burn isn't a great matchup. Any new land? This is a really pretty land from Dominaria. The randomized lands exposing me to arts I haven't seen before. I really have to get my my land matching game down a little bit better. So this is a very removal heavy deck. I can't see us having a good burn matchup at all. If we even have a chance. We have Cartouches of Ambition in the sideboard to bring in to gain us a bit of life, but as you guys can see, like this play pattern is just like not doing it. We're in deep doo-doo. I'm gonna hold on to this accumulated knowledge because if I do draw a blue source, I want to be able to cast it. And I think it's time we pitch Echoing Decay. We'll hold on to our instant speed removal. I'm from New Brunswick. So East Coast Canada, and I've been here for a long time. Unfortunately, we won't be able to take out ye old Lava Runner until next turn. We'll use a Flame Slash on it and leave up some more instant speed removal in the meantime. There's a little bit of life gain. Not too bad, but we really didn't... We have to hit a threat like 3 turns ago while our opponent's struggling with mana. Or maybe they're just going to struggle with mana for long enough for us to win. Can't cast that Mulldrifter. 3-color decks, everybody. Here we go. 3-color deck life. Opponent's still stuck on lands, discarding to hand size. Oh, no doubt. Well, that's really cool. Welcome. Man, maybe this Gurmag Angler is going to get us there. So we might as well... I'm going to leave up 1 red source just in case they do play a creature. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Delve like this. I guess 2 edicts probably don't matter anyway. Gurmfather. Pass the turn. We're going to have to make it matter. Yeah, I lived in all the provinces with new in their names. Except for Nova Scotia, which only like technically counts. Our opponent scoops. Wow. A little bit of a free win there, guys. I think that was a little premature for our opponent. But, all right, so what have we got? Cartouche of Ambitions, 3 of them. So we're going to bring those in. We'll take out our Chainer's Edict because they're a little bit too slow. We want instant speed removal in this matchup. Actually, Echoing Decay is probably worse than the first Chainer's Edict. I'd consider going... I don't really know when you go on the Kiln Fiend plan. Like, against Tron, I think. Or, like, really slow control decks. Is probably when we want to go on the Kiln Fiend plan. I don't even know if you want to go on the Kiln Fiend plan against Boros Monarch. I think that's more... Well, I guess if you bring in your Stone Rains, that might be okay. But I think the Stone Rain Kiln Fiend thing, that's for like Tron. Or just slow control decks. You just got to try to go under them. You think Kiln Fiend? I think Kiln Fiend's just a little bit too ballsy. You do have to clock this deck, though. I guess you're kind of right there. They can just kill it, but let's try it out. So let's go down the Beetlebacks. And I'll go down the last Edict. Or maybe a Firebolt? Yeah, maybe a Firebolt. So let's go up the Kiln Fiends and try it out. Oh, the Molten Rains, the Savagery. What's up, Mikikiro? Or Mickey? Sorry for butchering your name. We do have tons of removal we don't need. I like the Lightning Bolts, I like the Flame Slashes, and I like the Terminates. Instant speed removal at all times. Their accelerators are what is really, really scary against us. Because the accelerators are how they're going to kill us whether we have a cartouche on board or not. So we'll play a mountain and pass the turn. Hey, welcome to the Jank Bank Vils _ Glad to have you. Hope you're having an awesome evening. Oh no, it was just completely unimpeded savagery. Let's see what this is. Firebrand Archer. Okay, well, I'm glad we can kill that without our opponent getting any advantage off of it. So we'll go ahead and Lightning Bolt. And hopefully they don't have a removal spell here, but they probably do. Thermal Alchemist. Okay, we do have to remove that. There's a removal spell. Yeah, I really don't even want this to survive for one turn. So we're going to be a little mana inefficient here, but it's important that this dies. So we'll terminate. And we're probably going to even wait on this accumulated knowledge next turn. Probably just play out another Kiln Fiend and go for it. That's why I played out Island, because the way I saw next turn going, I didn't have Terminate in hand. So I imagined I was going to cast another Kiln Fiend and then... Or maybe... I thought maybe I'd have to accumulate a knowledge. Anyway. We don't have access to Temur Battle Rage or anything, so that's a little sketchy. 2 spells for this Kiln Fiend right now would be good. But I think we still just want to hold on to it. We're at 13. They only have 2 cards in hand. Okay, so we'll go ahead and Kiln Fiend. Bounce back the mountain. Actually, probably the island. Yeah. Bounce back the island, go to combat, attack for 1. And pass the turn. 13 is quite a bit of life, and we're going to be attacking for a ton next turn, especially if we can kind of like Xerox into a couple of good spells. See what our opponent's got. Being at 13 against Burn with even 3 cards in hand is kind of a sketchy place to be. Nothing. Okay. So we'll Faithless Looting, pump our Fiends. They might be holding Lightning Bolts to kill these, which is like kind of whatever, but... Draw a couple cards. Find Faithless Looting and Flame Slash. I'm going to hold on to Flame Slash, although Faithless Looting does let us cast another spell this turn. But it's okay in the bin as well. So go like this. Play an island and go to combat. Swing. We want to do this instant speed. And the reason I'm not going all in here is because there's a chance our opponent just has Lightning Bolts to blow us out. So this way we get pumps on our Kiln Fiends, and we get to commit another Kiln Fiend for next turn to potentially win the game through our opponent's removal here. Oh, they didn't have removal. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sure. They're going to go to 1. Well, and we're going to be at 10. Maybe it was just time. Ah, they Fire Blast 1. Okay, so I kind of saw that coming. So we'll take 7. They've only killed 1 Kiln Fiend. They only have 1 land. Man, whoever was on the Kiln Fiend tech for this game, you had it. Got to kill Burn with Kiln Fiend, I guess. Maybe it should just be main deck. So we'll see if they've got the answer. But they don't, and we won the match. All right, match 2. You can't really argue with this hand, especially because we're going to get a look at what our opponent's doing over there. And at worst, we Rakdos Carnarium on turn 2 and discard to hand size to get Gurmag Angler out faster. But we're going to keep this. I'm thinking about going to get an island with this to do some thinning on turn 1, which would be ideal. But if they play a creature that we have to get rid of, then I'll crack this for Swamp, probably. Accumulated Knowledge and Muldrifter are okay coming down later. We don't have a ton of them in our... No, we gotta go fast. We gotta go fast, guys. Alright, so we definitely want to thin here. We'll see if they play anything that's worth terminating. This might not be a Pestilence deck, but it looks a lot like a Pestilence deck. Their life gain is going to be very annoying. Night Whisperer, okay. Well, luckily they're braining themselves for a little bit of damage, which might be able to give us an advantage. So we're not going to kill, we're not finding anything we want to kill this turn. So we're going to island, and we're going to discard a land to hand size in order to power out these Gurmanglers, which is a weird interaction, but I'm okay with how that's going to go. Pitch a mountain and pass the turn. Opponent plays a Karoo. So this is definitely going to be one of those... Oh, I don't know if this is a Kiln Fiend matchup, because they have so much spot removal. Just more Gurmag Anglers. right, we don't need this many Gurmag Anglers deck, okay? They are pretty okay here, but our opponent has, like, edict effects, like a fair number. I think this deck runs the full gamut of Chainer's Edicts. Luckily, this can kill Guardian of the Guild Pact. So still not Angler time. We'll play Evolving Wilds. Pass the turn. The Gangler Gang. So many Gurm Fathers. 3 dads and a Terminate. It's too bad Thraben Inspector wasn't here, because then it could be like 3 dads and a baby. It's even closer. Opponent's just going to keep braining themselves. Man, well, there's a few of them, right? Like there's a few of them out there. Man, chat. Where's the scry info? Is that like a different thing now? Oh, opponent, come on. Oh, game log. Cool. That's interesting. So you don't have to look at the chat to see the game log anymore. I kind of like that. That is definitely a welcome innovation for me. So we'll get some more black mana because of all these Gurm Fathers. And we still can't cast anything. So we'll Boilerworks back that swamp there. Pitch it to hand size. Keep getting the Delve going. The Delve lined up. We might stick our first Angler of the game next turn. Hello, Papier. There's Guardian, but we can kill that, which is kind of nice. Yep. So black. I guess we might as well do this. Kill this. Turn comes back. Another Terminate. Pretty okay. So we'll go ahead and Mountain. And Gurmfather. I'm putting them on Edict almost to 100% here. Okay, so we only have to delve 1 card. That's actually kind of nice. But we will just play Anglers for the next, like, 1,000 turns. No creatures to protect the Gurmfather. They will not foil me. It's not a blue deck. Gonna be decks just running foils for like whatever reason. No reason. Good old no reason foils. All right, there's a Muldrifter. I think I'm just gonna keep casting Gurmag Anglers though. Muldrifter can happen later when we start running out of gas. I guess Muldrifter can eat an Edict. So that's probably actually the correct play. So we'll cast Muldrifter. Hey, welcome to the Jank Bank Zerome HS. Glad to have you. Oh, I shouldn't have tapped that other blue mana. Kind of punished there. But we'll pass the turn. See if our opponent wants to waste more removal on Muldrifter. It appears they may. Nope, just gaining life. This is going to be one of those play fast matchups, gang. It will eat my previous Angler. I wonder if we want to terminate our own Muldrifter to get rid of this Pestilence. Probably not. So we'll go to combat, attack with Muldrifter. A couple of accumulated knowledges to get us moving here. So we will accumulated knowledge. Rakdos Carnarium. Okay, so I think we're gonna cast another Angler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And I guess we Carnarium back on land. Pass turn. So I think we're going to expect Pest X2 flashback Chainer's Edict here. Well, that's awesome. I hope you're having a great night. And I hope you're enjoying the live content as well. Opponent's just going all in. Tons of pest triggers. I guess they're going to try to kill us with Pestilence, which is cool. So we're probably going to have to get it off the battlefield here eventually. I'll leave them 3 mana to play with to cast creatures, which is pretty good for us because if we terminate it on our turn, then... Oh, okay. So they don't have to flashback Edict, but we might be able to 2-for-1 them with Arc Lightning and... or even just like kill, if we can kill whatever creatures they commit to get rid of Pestilence, then they're super far behind. So opponent casting or tapping just a ton of mana. They're just going to Pestilence us a million times and then lose Pestilence. Okay, you got it. Yeah. Or they just don't have any creatures. Okay, well that's cool too. A little unfortunate that they have removal for the next Gurmag Angler. It'd be nice to hit a Beetleback Chief. No Beetleback Chief, just a jillion lands. So I don't think we run Gurmag Angler out here. I guess that does tie up their entire next turn, and they only have 2 cards in hand. Yeah, we might not hit as significant threats, so I'm just going to pass. I'm going to hold on to this Gurmag Angler. We have ways to protect it from Edict, and that's currently the only way they've presented to kill it. Opponent duresses, okay. Oh man, Dimir Land Destruction was fun. And in my opinion, just a little bit better than Mono Black. Just a little bit. So opponent sees the opportunity for a 2-for-1 on our part and removes that possibility. Yep. Beetleback Chief, there we go. So Beetleback Chief. I guess if they have another Pestilence, this could go badly. So yes, we probably want our Terminate mana left untapped. 1, 2, 3. And pass turn. Another Pestilence here is obviously pretty good for them. Oh, dang, they have it. Okay. Yep. Pest X2. And I wonder if they have removal for Gurmfather. They're just going to Pest X a million, and then maybe kill Gurmag Angler. Pretty low on life. Pest X5 kills the Gurmfather. Gain some life. Pestilence will go away, and we're at 7. You got it. Muldrifter. Pretty great draw when you're in this position. Cast a Drifty Boy. Draw pretty much nothing. Pass turn. I guess they could just kill all of our threats. That's definitely a possibility. They have another Pestilence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black mana. That's not good for us. Go get red for what that's worth. And more drifters. Okay, so go to combat. Attack with Muldrifter. So if they wait until our end step. Yeah, so what we got to do is Edict ourselves. I guess they can do it with the sacrifice trigger on the stack anyway. They can still ping for 5, but they won't get to keep their Pestilence. So we'll Chainer's Edict ourselves. Let go of Muldrifter. Put a gain land back in our hand. Our opponent's going to put us to 2 with Pestilence. Yep. But if they have another one, of course we're dead. We're pretty close to dead regardless. We go to 2. You lose your Pestilence. We have Burn in our deck too, so if we can keep a Muldrifter on the battlefield, we might be in okay shape. Opponent Night's Whispers down to 10. Trying to hit their last Pestilence. If they have it, we die. Guardian, sure. Man, I'm so thankful for these Terminates. Guardian, okay. So turn comes back. We will Terminate and Flashback Edict. And cast a Muldrifter. See what we draw. Firebolt and Edict. Well, Firebolt is a welcome draw for sure. We'll Faithless Looting while we have time. Pitch 2 lands and pass the turn. We got a bunch of burn in hand. 8 points of burn. So we can put them down to 1 effectively. If they miss Pestilence here, we might have a shot. They Night's Whisper. Okay. Castigate. Dang it. I wonder what they take. It's a lot of burn going down. They take Accumulated Knowledge. Okay. Okay. They probably had Edict in the bin for that too. That I just didn't see. How many threats do we have left? Gonna have to find our last Drifter. We have a couple Anglers. There's a Looting. Faithless Looting, Pitch, Chainer's Edict, and Flame Slash, Accumulated Knowledge. Gotta find a threat. Find a Chainer's Edict. That's not what we're looking for. We will Faithless Looting, Pitch Edict, and Bloodfell Caves, and pass the turn. just staying alive. As soon as they hit Pestilence, we lose. Avantgarde's Justice. Nice. Okay. So, opponent on a pretty spicy version of Pestilence. They had a lot of discard. They're really heavy on the Pestilence plan, but they're super slow. They didn't have any blockers in the early game, and it looked like they were pretty much just on Edicts for removal. Plus Avantgarde's Justice, I guess. So I think we're going back on the Kiln Fiend plan. Our opponent was very much trying to kill us with Pestilence. So I think Adel would actually be kind of okay early in the game. We can choose black and make them discard their discard or make them discard their Pestilence. So I'm actually okay with that. I'm going to take out Firebolts and Flame Slashes because they don't do anything against Guardian of the Guild Pact. Neither does anything else. That's going to be a concern. I think Guardian's our only creature, or one of their only creatures. But we're going to keep heavy on threats and try to get on the Kiln Fiend plan. Yeah. Like a very control-heavy version. So hopefully we can take them to the late game and just kind of overwhelm them or kill them right away with Kiln Fiend. I guess that makes the Firebolts a lot better, but anyway. I don't think this hand does anything. This isn't too bad. We've got 1 second to find black mana, but I kind of like having Beetleback Chief considering what they're on. What's up, Madamix7? Welcome. Welcome to the Jank Bank. Doing some Grixis mid-ranging tonight. And so far, a little bit of a tough control mirror. I think I am going to keep this. The mana is so sketchy. We have lots of black sources, though. And Beetleback Chief is, like, okay. Yeah. Well, not yesterday, necessarily. I think I have to keep Boilerworks. Boilerworks is going to help us get up to accumulated knowledge mana. And eventually Beetleback Chief. Opponent plays tap land. We really would have liked to find a Kiln Fiend in the first couple of turns, but this isn't a Kiln Fiend deck with Preordains and stuff. Thank you very much for the follow, Madamix. So this is from last week. Nihil Spellbomb doesn't really matter, I guess. It kind of does. We are kind of a graveyard-based deck. So a little lucky that I got that early. So accumulated knowledge. Might find a tap land. Find a Gurmag Angler. It's kind of funny. Okay, play a land, pass the turn. Next turn will be Beetleback Chief time. At which point, we should buy enough time to Rakdos Carnarium out a Gangler. Opponent's going to tap all three. Read the Bones. Pristine Talisman. You got it. So let's play a Chief. We found a way to commit our black mana as well. That's kind of nice. But yeah, maybe we should do that. So we will Chief and pass. Getting closer to Gurmfather mana, but we're not dumping cards into our graveyard or even kind of like cantripping off that often. Wonder if they're going to crack this kind of in anticipation for a possible Gurmag Angler next turn. I think we'd have to hit Faithless Looting for that to happen. Opponent's going to Castigate. Okay. Happier to see that than a removal spell. I'm going to take Gurmangler. I love playing Beetleback Chief. I think it's really cool. It's too bad that didn't go in our bin. That would have been nice. Go to combat. More lands is definitely not what we're looking for. Attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So at most we have 6 towards Gurmag Angler. That's a little unfortunate. Don't need to flow mana. So let's bounce the swamp. F6. We'll see. I'm assuming they have a Pestilence to commit here. Yeah. So I can Pest X1 to kill everything but our Beetleback Chief. Man, they're good at keeping us off Gurmag Anglers. And we are great at drawing lands. Combat and swing. I think this is where the Gobos will hit the bin. Yep. And I think we're going to do this crazy thing again where we Chainer's Edict ourselves. Get rid of Beetleback Chief, so they lose their Pestilence. And we'll Carnarium back a Mountain. Start playing Gurmag Anglers. Because I feel like that's the plan of this deck, is to just burn you out with Pestilence. So I think if we can just deal with all their Pestilences, we should be okay. 4 mana. Palace Sentinels. Alright. That's reasonable. So we can take care of that. They're going to crack this? Ooh, maybe we can't take care of that. Okay. Alright. Maybe they got us. Maybe the edicting my own guy plan wasn't super ideal. All right, so play a land, Grandfather. We did draw a lot of lands this game too. That's awesome, Breadlord. I'm glad to have you. And thank you very much for joining the Jank Bank Sephiroth 08. Glad to have you. They have the answer? Yeah, we're probably dead. Got outvalued. 3 lands in hand. Taking 2. Drifter. Cast a Drifter. Draw some cards. Kiln Fiend. Cast a Kiln Fiend. Carnarium back a Swamp. We committed 2 threats. It's not too bad. But we still hit way too many lands. And our opponent just has to find an answer to Mull Drifter, and they should be fine. But they do just run tons of edicts, so maybe they don't have an answer. Journey. All right. Oh, they get Journey for Kiln Fiend. Okay. They just found another edict? Maybe? Plays a land, taps a bunch of mana, Pestilence. Okay. Swings with Sentinels. Yep. Well then. Okay, so play a mountain. Start with a Faithless Looting. If we can find a removal spell for this, we might end up ahead. Oh my god, deck, please. Deck, come on, man. Be cool. Faithless Looting. See what we find. There's a removal spell. Okay. So we'll pitch like this. We will terminate your Palace Sentinels. And addle you, choosing white. Any new land? See if we can hit a Guardian here. So Duress, Basilica. So opponent's on all lands, which is great news for us, which means we're going to become the Monarch. And our opponent can't get the Monarch back. We did run out of a lot of resources there, and they're going to run out Duress and get this accumulated knowledge, unfortunately. So we'll see if they top decked like Hot Fire here. Or if they're just on lands. They're going to leave Mull Drifter to keep Pestilence around. We find a land, which is great. Attack with Mull Drifter. Put them down to 15. If we can even just get ahead on this race by a little bit, we might be okay. More lands. Deck, I love you, man. You're the best. So they can get rid of Mull Drifter here, and if they know they can commit a creature on their turn, then they're not in trouble of losing it. But it doesn't look like they're going to get rid of Mull Drifter. They're going to leave it there to... They're going to leave it there to keep around their Pestilence. Yeah, we have been just unseasonably lucky this game. So it's kind of unlikely that they'll get the Monarch, but they can just kill us with the Pestilence eventually. Which isn't ideal for us, so we're going to do some thinning. Probably not that many lands left in our deck. Draw Beetleback Chief. Well, that's alright. So we'll attack with Mull Drifter. See if they think it's time to kill it. If they do think it's time to kill it, I guess they get to kill all of our creatures. Maybe we sandbag this Beetleback Chief. No, I don't think so. We're going to put him up against it. We want that Pestilence to go away before they find a creature. Draw another card. More lands. You're the best, deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I guess there are a lot of lands in this deck. So it's not completely unreasonable. Echoing Decay. That doesn't do anything. King of the Lands. Which, I mean, is as good as any king. Pestilence deck should run haste creatures. Edicts, okay. Is it shinier? I actually don't know. Looks like their opponent is on the kill us with Pestilence plan, and I think they're actually going to succeed. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black mana. Yeah, we're just dead. GG's. I think I'm going to keep this. We have 2 accumulated knowledges and blue mana to access them. So I think I'm probably going to keep it. It would suck to have to discard a hand size as a Boiler Works going on, but we might be able to Flame Slash something that matters on turn 1. So I'm going to keep it. Oh, they were playing Offshoot? See, I didn't even know that. Like, I guess I could have made that comparison probably pretty easily. You did mention that before, and I keep it in mind, but it's just like, I don't know. It's hard to find the appropriate time to do it. I will try harder. I will. I promise. Oh yeah, Portcullis Vine is obviously way better. Kiln Fiend in a burn shell? Yeah, it's pretty much a burn spell, right? See what this is. Oh my goodness, the first foil deck of the night. Here we go, guys. First island. First island of the evening. So we'll get... Oh, maybe this is Tribe? It could be blue-black 1-drops. Oh, I'm so scared, guys. Is it foil time? It very well may be foil time. I'm not ready. Oh yeah, slivers can't even get in the way, man. Especially if you can like TBR it or give it trample or just remove their stuff. That's kind of nice. Like if you're the burn deck pivoting into the control deck, so they top both, eh? All right, well, we are going to just stick to the plan. We're going to Boiler Works. That'll allow us to start doing our... Man, opponent tapped out. Tapped out and not F6ing. That's terrible news for us. I could agree with that. Muldrifter is a crazy good card, though. This feels like Tribe, guys. Try putting 2 cards on top. I've been in better shape. I'm not huge on 3 colors. You do give up a lot being 3 colors in a non-green deck. You just don't see it, right? Boros Monarch splashing black for Bazooka Bog is about as close as we get. All right, Swiftwater Cliffs, accumulated knowledge on your end step. It is, opponent. Resolving a Beetleback Chief would be pretty sweet because a blue-based deck probably has a lot of trouble dealing with all of them. But I still think we're going to have to fight through foils and dazes and all kinds of stupid stuff like that. So we'll see. Oh, foil. Why? Opponent lets it go. All right. All right. I see you, opponent. I see you over there. Maybe we don't try it. Let's see if they'll tap a little bit more mana. If resolving Beetleback Chief matters, then I think we should try at least a little bit harder to resolve a Beetleback Chief. We do have ways we can fight counter magic like Addle, so foil count is 0 for now. For now. And it looks like it's blue-black 1-drops, which is the deck that people are claiming foil does the most for. So, and I kind of tend to agree. We have 2 removal spells, 3 removal spells in hand. So chances are whatever they do end up playing is going to get removed. But our opponent knows about all that. We can at the very least play around Daze here. But I still don't know. I still don't think it's Beetleback Chief time. For a mid-range deck, we really gotta time it. This is a good threat. We do not want this threat to just get eaten by a foil. Opponent's on the mono foil plan. We have no counter magic to fight it. We're also not a combo deck, so... They did tap out a double blue. They're trying to send a message here. We will accumulate some knowledge. Opponent lets it go. Okay, we have 2 Beetleback Chiefs, and we can play around Daze now. So, it's just time. It's just time to get out of dodge. Chief. Not now, Chief. I'm in the effing zone. Here comes. They let it go. Okay. All right, opponent. All right, I see you. I see you, opponent. So do we Faithless Loot? I think we do. Because I don't know that we need this Carnarium. Here it comes. Hardcast Daze. Hardcast Daze it is. Why? I don't know why they wouldn't have countered Beetleback Chief. Maybe they have Shrivel. I don't know. They could be on the main board Echoing Decay plan. Blitz probably... I don't know, though, man. Blitz needs tons of cards in hand. I guess if you can protect Kiln Fiend in a scenario where you might otherwise not be able to. Go to combat. We'll swing. This is going to be an interesting turn. If we're in the business of tapping out. Opponent, gonna take it. Yup. If they counter Chief, we can't Gurmag Angler. We wouldn't be able to do anything else. So it might be Gurmfather time. We have to eat a lot of valuable cards. I think we Faithless Looting Gurmag Angler. Yeah. Okay, so it's Faithless Looting. Pitch. Man, this is hard. Pitch Chief. I don't think we'll have time to cast another Chief. And Echoing Decay. Opponent lets it go. All right, well, if you got it, you got it. We should have enough mana to deal with it next turn. Chainer's Edict. Kind of felt this coming in my bones. Daze, sure. Carnarium back a mountain, because we're a little choked on black mana here. Pass the turn. So next turn we can try to fight this again, but I think just getting a 5/5 out in front of a 5/5 isn't a bad idea. So that's probably what we'll end up doing. And Beetleback Chiefs can block forever. So that ain't bad. Opponent can attack. Yep. We will play a land. We want to get in fights before we do anything, so we'll go to combat and swing. We're going to hold on to these drifters. I think getting in fights over Beetleback Chiefs and Gurmag Anglers are what we want to do right now. And go ahead and try to Chief. See if they have any responses. If they counter this, we're going for the Angler. They don't counter it. Okay. I think we go for an Angler anyway. Maybe they have more dazes. I don't know. And I think we have to take an Accumulated Knowledge. As much as it hurts, we have to take an Accumulated Knowledge. And we'll see what this is. A couple of blue mana. Hard counter. Okay. This is a weirder kind of flavor of 1-drops. Does 1-drops always run Disfigure? Can we just call it 1-drops now? Do we have to call it blue-black? I guess Stompy is also kind of a 1-drops deck. So we probably can't just call it a 1-drops deck. Opponent gonna tap out. I like it. Gush. Okay, I don't like it anymore. The liking it has ceased. 3 mana. Another Angler? You got it. Oh, man. Echoing Decay. That was pretty bad. Sure. But I feel like we might have the upper hand because we might be able to flashback Chainer's Edict next turn and get rid of this Angler. Or just play another Angler. Maybe that's better. I don't know. Drawing a Chainer's Edict would be kind of nice. And hey, they could have foil. Who knows? You like Dirty Delver? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We know they've got Daze. And if we can get counter magic out of their hand, it might give us a better chance at resolving Drifter next turn. So let's go ahead and try to get this Gurmag Angler off the battlefield. We'll see. We've seen 2 Dazes so far. Spell Pierce. Okay, you got it. Nope. Play tap land. It is. It is, in fact, legal on Magic Online as of today. I think we have to risk it and attack for 2. We're not going to block with Beetleback Chief. Man, our opponent had all the counter spells. They probably have, like, snuff outs and stuff, too. This deck, dude. It's a scary deck. Telling you. 4 cards in our opponent's hand. They're going to attack us down to 7. Yep. We don't have enough cards in our graveyard to bait either, which kind of sucks. It's a start. All right, let's draw 2 with AK. Or make an attempt at doing so. They let us go. And then we'd have 4 mana left. So we can try to double Flame Slash this, but that feels a little dodgy. All right, we have to start casting Drifters and trying to find a way out here. Mono black land destruction, man. What a deck. What an absolute unit of a deck. All right, we're going to attack. We're not in the danger zone just yet. We have Bolt in hand, so this might put us in a position to potentially win next turn. They are going to remove a creature. Which one, I'm not sure. Okay, so we're going to remove Drifty Boy. So we'll have to take 5 again next turn. A little scary, but it is what it is. See what happens here. We got to play it right down to the wire with this deck. Otherwise, we're not winning at all. Yep. Cantrips. Don't cantrip. Delver. Okay. 2 cards in hand. Try to Bolt Delver. See if this draws out more counter magic. Does not. Arc Lightning. All right, we have to try to kill this angler. So, Flame Slash. Flame Slash. Attack for 2. We're at 3. Pretty dangerous life total. Opponent disfigures. Yep. We will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to cast a Muldrifter. 1 card in our opponent's hand. So we're not in terrible shape here. 1, 2. Gurmfather. My condolences to the Gurmfathers of old. So we're making sure we play around days here. Although it may not matter. Opponent going to do some thinning. We'll play Bloodfell Caves, go up to 4, and pass the turn. 3 points of burn in hand, another Muldrifter refill. Hopefully this means game. But I have seen this deck do some pretty crazy stuff off of 1 card in hand. What happened, Terry? Fiery Temper and Faithless Looting. That sounds like a pretty sweet deck, though, man. His opponent, oh, they whiff on Augur. Brutal. 2 mana left up for interaction. So we're going to put him up against it here and then try to resolve a Muldrifter. They snuff out Drifter. No cards in hand, so we just win. Perfect. Arc Lightning, Augur for 3. Attack for 5, win the game. Got him. No foils. No foils. Okay. Thank you very much for the sub, Shiny Rob, 2 months in a row. Woo! You're in the league right now. Well, don't send me the list. I could run into you. Blue-black 1-drops. Is this the Stone Rain plan? Does Stone Rain make us any better against blue-black 1-drops? Does Kiln Fiend make us any better against blue-black 1-drops? Where's Nasty when you need him? Nasty, man. How are we sideboarding here? I think Addle is good because it gives us information. I think Flame Slash probably isn't that great on its own. I think it's going to be close, so I like Lightning Bolt. Terminates are good. Echoing Decay is probably not great. So we'll take out Decay. They do, though. Oh, okay. after the league. Okay, Terry. I got you. So I'm okay shaving the Echoing Decay. But it is instant speed Delver killing, which might be relevant. So we'll take out a Flame Slash first. What's up, Agendo Ikari 01? Welcome. Although double Flame Slash did get Angler last game. I really don't know what I'm doing with the sideboard here. I think Nihil Spellbomb would be the only inclusion, but I don't really know why I would put that in. Kiln Fiend might be okay. Arc Lightning does seem decent. You do Spellbombs? I like Spellbombs too. Okay, let's go down a Flame Slash or 2 for Spellbombs. And try it like that. They might have Chainer's Edicts and stuff. I don't mind Flame Slash though. Kill Delver, unflip Delver is kind of nice. Also just like face burn for close games. I won't look. Nobody talk about how sweet the list is. In this deck, you mean? Yeah, maybe it's not great in this matchup, Maybe another Flame Slash to attack our Goblin tokens into Gurmag Angler is better. But I think that's... Oh yeah, Kiln Fiend getting snuffed out is... That's kind of max rub-ins. Numbers the dude, what is up? Yes, man, you're finally catching us live. Welcome. Welcome to the most pure, the most honest jank bank of them all. Here we are. We're out here. I like spell bombs too. I think there's a little bit of like math on the fly punt chance going on there, but I mean, whatever. I can live with that. Here to make a withdrawal, oh baby. I love how net benefits and possibly Pauper playable are blending together so much that like you could be in either series. You barely know it. That's why I have the stream title over there. So that you know which janky deck I'm playing and why. Thank you very much for the follow. Numbers the dude. Good to have you. All right, we're gonna keep this. We need blue mana. Don't mind pitching a Faithful Saluting or an Accumulated Knowledge on turn 1. So we're gonna go for that. Carnarium, I like Addle. We know what our opponent's up to. If they want to Stone Rain themselves on turn 1 to daze our Faithful Saluting, so be it. Muldrifter, not a wonderful draw. Let's loot. All right, so no blue mana. We'll get rid of Accumulated Knowledge. I don't think we get rid of Muldrifter. Pitch Looting. Pass the turn. Oh, yeah, Geist. Good point. Finding a spell bomb is kind of nice. We'll see if they've got their own spell bombs. So far, so Bolas. This is nice. They do give you free information with Bolas. So if you just need a guaranteed hit off of Addle, then you're kind of guaranteed. You're kind of in good shape. We can't Addle, unfortunately, so we'll not heal Spellbomb. They might daze this. Nope. Carnarium. And I guess we just pass. We have Lightning Bolts in our deck, so firing off a Chainer's Edict just to kill an Augur of Bolas might be a little bit preemptive. We will be Addling, naming blue next turn. I wouldn't mind killing a Geist here either, or snatching a Geist. Although black does get rid of Angler, I think Angler is almost a bigger problem than Geist is. We have so much removal, and we have Muldrifters to block it on the front side. Opponent's got a Brainstorm. It's not Angler time yet. What do you guys think we name with Addle? Do we name black or blue? Dispel actually doesn't do very much against us. What do you guys think? Black or blue? Should there even be a debate? Am I being silly? Am I being a silly guy here? I think we're going for it. I think I'm going to name black. We have enough value, and we're going to hit our land drops more often than they are, so we should be able to fight their counter magic. So I'm going to name black and hope I don't hit... Hope I hit an Angler. Here comes the foil. Would you rather lose an island and a random card than your Gurmag Angler? Name black. Oh! Okay, so we're going to get the Angler. So they revealed their hand. We get the Angler. Down it goes. Opponent just has all of the counter magic in the actual universe. And a Stormbound Geist. Well, gang, we know what we signed up for. So next turn is going to be Chainer's Edict plus Spellbomb. So actually, we should probably Faithful Saluting here. Especially if we only need 3 mana to do what we got to do next turn. Pitch land and probably Firebolt. We don't see another threat in their hand yet. And pass the turn. I think Angler is the most trouble, but Stormbound Geist is also trouble. We're just lucky enough to have the answer in hand. Maybe they won't cast it. I guess that's the best way to beat us. They don't have Spell Pierce, and they can't cast it and leave up Counterspell. So we'll see. Opponent's getting ballsy. I like it. I like it, opponent. I like the cut of your jib. More blue spells we can't cast, eh? Yeah, but we don't have a way to kill it yet. Till next turn, when they'll have counter magic. I forgot about that. I forgot that they had all of this counter magic in hand. Well, they have 2 counter spells. We can fight that. Guys, I shouldn't have pitched the Firebolt. All right, flashback, Faithless Looting. See what we find. Gurmfather, eh? So we're going to pitch blue cards we can't cast. Play Carnarium. And pass the turn. This is kind of trouble. We'll have to see how she goes. 5 cards in our opponent's hand, infinite counter magic, making up those 5 cards. I think we can get it here, though. Especially because this will allow us to cast a Gurmag Angler as well. So we'll Flame Slash. They let it go. We'll Spell Bomb. Yeah, we will. Draw a land that we don't need right this second. No Geist coming back. And I don't know if we want to Angler. We might want to Edict and see if they counter it. Maybe we just Faithless Looting. I think we Faithless Looting. See if this draws a counter. No counter. All right, so we'll hold on a Bolt. We'll pitch Firebolt. Still no blue mana, so I think we got to pitch Drifter. Unfortunately. Maybe we'll pitch Chainer's Edict. We'll have 7 mana by the time it matters, and we have lots of stuff to get rid of this Augur in the meantime. Opponent. Cantrips. Rainstorm. Still all kinds of blue magic in their hand. Just going to make the next couple of turns pretty awkward. It'll be hard for them to stick a Delver. Yeah, this is tough. Taking that Angler is pretty clutch, though. I'm really surprised they let Flame Slash resolve. We would have been pretty far behind. I guess we would have got an Angler, actually. Maybe we wouldn't be that far behind. Get Probe, yep. Not a ton going on over here, opponent. Just us being at 15 and you with all the counters in the universe. These might not be what they have in hand anymore, though. Echoing Decay. So we can't even really bait them with Gurmangler anymore. Should have probably looted before I played my land, but we'll see. 2 accumulated knowledge. F. All right, well, I'm going to pitch 1 accumulated knowledge, and I guess I'll pitch Echoing Decay. Man, 3-color mana base just coming through for us. Resolving Mulldrifters matters too much, so I'll do that and just pass. Running Angler into hard counter seems pretty bad. Opponent going to Thought Scour themselves. Sure. I'm not going to run a Lightning Bolt into... Oh, Gurmag Angler hits the bin. I wonder if they have another one. I take it they have another one. They're probably getting to a point where they don't have to tap a bunch of black mana to cast it, or tap a bunch of blue mana to cast it. Hitting their land drops too. Not good. Still with the infinite counter magic. Not having blue mana has been so tough. Oh, God. All right, I guess we just pass. I don't know. Maybe we can convince them to get in a fight with over a Delver or something on their end step. I don't know. Okay, well, that's a start. Maybe we'll resolve a Gurmag Angler next turn. All right, Lightning Bolt your Delver. Dispels. Lightning bolt your Delver. Will we see another Dispel? They let it go. All right. They really don't want us to resolve this Gurmag Angler. They've made it apparent, but the time has come. So, Gurmfather number 1. Counterspells. Gurmfather number 2. I guess they could have drawn Daze, so we should probably actually leave 1 mana up here. Gurmfather number 2. Eating probably stuff we actually want in our graveyard. Oh, we need black mana. Hold on. Gurmfather number 2. That's right. You're back, Kenzie. Welcome back. And a bunch of blue cards we'll never cast. So see if our opponent can find an edict for this or their own Gurmag Angler. Gurmag Anglers are not bad at being removal spells for Gurmag Anglers. Another Stormbound Geist would be trouble. Especially because we just burned 2 Firebolts on a Delver. Looks like they found it. Nope, just more Augurs. Oh, they whiff. That's gonna hurt. I wonder if we start attacking. Probably not. I think 2 damage a turn for them is too good. Thank you very much, some old country. I appreciate that, man. All right, I like having a Firebolt. 1, 2, so we have 6 mana. Or I like having a Terminate. I think we're going to attack. Opponent leaving up their counterspell. Man, the blue mana here is just so unreal. The blue mana situation is not sustainable. Opponent will Brainstorm. Have a great sleep, some old country. Thank you so much for coming all the way from France to come hang out in Canada land for a bit of an evening. I appreciate it. See if they find something they like. They can easily cast a Gurmag Angler with backup now. What is truly unreal? What is insane in the Membrane? Brainstorm fetch, too. More black mana. Augur. Leaving counterspell backup. Yeah, imaginary numbers are 100% not real. Opponent can attack for 2, leave up counterspell. Yep. So the question is, do I terminate this on end step? And I think the answer to that question is definitely no. Almost every single time. God. Can I please just draw a blue source? Is that so much to ask? Pass the turn. 2 terminates, a bunch of spells I can't cast in hand. Plus some burn damage in the bin. 2 points of burn in the bin. Or 4 points of burn in the bin. We know our opponent has Counterspell Dispel. Opponent preordains. They're going to find a 5/5 one of these days. We're going to have to try to kill it. There's a 5/5. They're going to attack first. 4/3. Putting us down to 8. So Dispel Counterspell, if they kept them, which I'm assuming they did, means that this Gurmfather is probably going to survive. And casting and Terminate here allows them to leave up. I don't know, Tatuno. I don't know. I think it could go either way. Because we can just start blocking now. They do have 2 counterspells. We might draw an Addle. Beetleback Chief. All right, sweet. So we will attempt to Beetleback Chief, which is a pretty good draw here. All right, Beetleback comes down. Opponent does not want to tap out. So we trade Anglers. We don't have any line of attack here, so I don't think that's something we want to do. So we'll just pass. We need blue mana. God. We need blue mana so bad. Resolving this accumulated knowledge would be crazy. And by crazy, I mean it might actually draw out enough counterspells to put us in a good position. Opponent is going to attack with the Angler. Interesting. We'll chump. I don't want to go down to 3. I think 3 is a little bit dangerously low. I don't want to just start terminating stuff all willy-nilly like here, though. Man, we need a blue source. Deck. Alright, so go to combat. Swing with Angler. See if our opponent blocks. Maybe their plan is to just counter all of our firebolts. But I don't know. We're going to start going face with these bolts. They're going to chump. Okay. I agree, opponent. We have entered the chump block portion of the game. And attempt to firebolt your face. I guess I could have had Agony Warp there. That would have been pretty bad. Oh, yeah. Put them down to 6. Ooh, is this a counterspell? Okay. That's good. So we know they don't have counterspell in hand anymore, although they might have drawn more. Wouldn't hold it against them. Yeah, they definitely do. Because I think they just pump faked another counterspell. Maybe they're trying to next level us. I don't know. I think we should continue playing around counterspell dispel. They're definitely going to have to start playing a little bit faster. 2 cards on top. They like what they saw. Yeah. I don't think I would counter that in most cases. I think they have Edict effects in their deck. Delver. Okay. Sure. Might be able to turn the corner here. Bloodfell Caves. So we will attempt to firebolt the Delver. With counterspell on the stack, we will terminate the Angler. And hope they don't have days. No days, one time! They didn't have it. Okay. So now we just have to beat a Delver. Which is no small task when you're getting screwed on your blue mana. But we're going to make an attempt. It gives us a safe attack too, which is kind of nice. Maybe they have 2 disfigures. Oh my god. Imagine. Nope. Just jumping. All right. Pass turn. Awkwardness intensifying. Chainer's Edict getting better all the time. Okay, Disfigures beat a Black Chief. You got it. 2 cards in hand, one of which is most likely Dispel. And they did preordain, so they're probably going to flip this. Yep. Off of Shrivel, which doesn't really matter. Opponent will Brainstorm. So we think their hand is Dispel Shrivel here. Getting them to... Should original Karus be downshifted? So you mean like the ones that are actually named Karu? I like the idea of those lands. Like I've tried them out in... Or wait, maybe those are some of the ones I didn't get in Commander. I think they're good for slower decks, but I think you'd be presented with the same issue you are with... Oh, what is this? Okay, maybe they didn't keep Dispel. No, they definitely didn't. Unless they just found that probe. Okay, guys, don't forget that our opponent probably has Dispel in hand. I think it's the same issue with Ash Barons. I think they would be good in decks where you could kind of like resort to only using the colorless mana it generates. Sorry. Thinking. Another Delver. Okay. It's going to be close. If they flip this other Delver, we're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Edict you. Just not having blue mana this game has been so hard. I think they put Shrivel back. I have a feeling. They let go of Augur. Okay, swing with both. Put our opponent to 2, which is within lethal range of a lot of our burn spells. And it turns off all of their removal from Mole Drifters that we can't cast. Opponent takes it, goes down to 2. Tapping mana. What is going on here? Oh, sure, okay. So in response, we will terminate Flipped Delver. So they didn't have Dispel anymore. That's crazy. That was weird, though. Opponent goes to 3. And we have an Edict in the bin to flashback next turn. Let's see what they flip off of. If they flip. No flip. Okay, so they found a creature, which also isn't great for us. No attacks either. All right, well, let's go for the win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with Days backup. Chainer's Edict you. Maybe they just didn't want to show us the counterspell. No, we won. Sweet. So this is another one of those awkward 3-color mana hands. I even kind of want a Faithless Looting on turn 1 just to get more information about what this Evolving Wild should get. I mean, I am going to keep. I think a 2-lander is good enough. We have a 4-drop and a 5-drop. Like, we have the opportunity to curve out here. Hey, what's up, Fat Britnir? How you been? They haven't been too bad. They haven't been too bad. We went 4-1 with Wall combo last night. I clicked like crazy. There was so much clicking. So much clicking. So many infinite combos. But yeah, other than that, pretty good. We're 2-1 here, which is more than I can ask for most weeks. So I'm not super unhappy with that. We find Carnarium. Okay, so this will go get us blue mana. If we get blue mana with it now, we can't Carnarium next turn, which is interesting. I don't know if Faithless Looting is pitching yet, though, so I think Evolving Wilds does come down and get blue here. Depending. If our opponent plays a Boggle or something, then... Oh, White Heroic is crazy. The 5-0 was so close, that Britnir. I'm telling you, man. Oh, wasn't that last game following the, like, getting rallied in the sideboard? Wasn't that just, like, so backbreaking? Man, are we playing blue-black 1-drops again? Opponent, please. Why? At least Chainer's Edict is good against Tribe. Actually, it's good against both decks. Oh, your deck lost to itself? That happens. It's sometimes fun to play those decks that lose to themselves. So we'll go get blue mana here because this Chainer's Edict is not eating what it wants to. It is not having a good lunch. And our opponent knows what our deck is, so... It was very Whelp. It was very Whelp. I got so hyped. I was like, we're going to do this. I'm feeling discouraged. I don't want to feel discouraged. I want to win. Charles85, thank you. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Jank Bank. We're out here. We're out here trying to jank him out. So we're going to play Untapped Mountain so that we can Faithless Looting here, which is a little awkward considering how we're trying to develop our mana. We do eventually want 2 black mana. So I don't think I want to pitch Swamp here. I also don't want to pitch Evolving Wilds. Or these Edicts. Oh god, this is hard. Maybe it wasn't time. So I think we get rid of Bolt. I'm not feeling a Delver deck on the other side of the table. Will we find time to... No. We won't find time to hardcast both of these Edicts, but we might have to. So I'm going to pitch Swamp here. So we'll just have to live without Edicting next turn. Is going to be kind of the moral here. It could still be Tribe. So we want both of these Edicts. Go get black mana with this next turn. Oh, man, it's going to be so slow, but... If I knew it was Rally on turn 1, or if I knew it was going to be Tribe on turn 1, I probably would have... I got a probe. I probably would have gotten black mana, but I didn't know it was tribe. I also didn't know I would get another Changer's Edict. No way, Charles 85. That's awesome, man. I'm glad to have you. I'm hoping you're enjoying yourself. Definitely a pleasure when the YouTube viewers come over and come hang out in Twitch land. This is, well, I like to tell people this is our opportunity to make me aware of my punts. They shuffle with Ponder, so that's good news for us. I think this is tribe. This feels a lot like tribe. Addle. That's funny. Okay, so I think we're okay on lands now. So I think I am going to Evolving Wilds and pass. Unfortunately, going really slowly, so giving them a few too many opportunities to find interaction with all these cantrips. But we'll see what happens. Opponent Shadow Rifts, so definitely tribe. But I'm going to fire off an Addle next turn on blue and kind of get an Embarrassment of Riches. If they don't find white mana this turn, or if they even Evolving Wilds, then I'm going to name white. I feel like they have tribe in hand. They're playing like they have tribe in hand and don't have white mana. Let's see what Augur finds. Brainstorm. Cool. Because if we take tribe, we should just be in such good shape. Opponent attacks. You got it. All right, so go get black mana. This is important. Can't misclick this one. Turn comes back. We're going to Addle naming white. Terminate is so welcome as well. Addle. We might want double red on the battlefield next turn. I guess we only need one black. No, we do need two black next turn. So we have to bounce mountain. So we'll Addle. No, let's bounce island. Addle EU. Name white. It's time to Addle. Maybe our opponent has days. Name white. Oh, no tribe. No tribe. Just a grip of interaction. So they have the rest of the combo. But no tribe. All right. We got our work cut out for us. So Carnarium will bounce island. Well. So if our opponent, they do know about our Muldrifter. So if they decide to leave up just Circular Logic next turn, I'm still not sure if we run Muldrifter into it or not. If I were them, I might. I think Gush is going to happen. So I don't think they are. That was a punt? Not naming white? I don't know, man. They're playing like they had... They're playing like they had tribe in hand and no white mana. I thought I could get the tribe. Yep. They definitely might get there soon. They really just need a tribe. They have two Circular Logics in hand. But it could have been a punt. I'm willing to accept that criticism. Brainstorms. I think we needed a Gurmag Angler about 100 years ago, too. There's the plains. There's our plains. Maybe let's run out tribe here. Wow, okay. No fear. Sure. They might have found multiple tribes. What does this mean for our next turn? Probably awkward stuff. All right, well, we got our work cut out for us, gang. Carnarium. Well, terminate Tireless Tribe. Carnarium back a mountain. And pass the turn. They have so many ways to draw cards now, though. I think it's pretty unrealistic for us to assume they just don't have another one by now. I kind of want to hardcast this. This is a way for us to win the game. We can't attack through these with Muldrifter, and we got to get our clock started soon, but I had to kill that Tireless Tribe. All right, so now I have Tribe plus 2 Circular Logics backup, which means it's very unlikely we can kill it here. which means we're probably dead. Looting's a start. So go land, looting. Bolt. Yeah. Okay. So we'll pitch Chief. Pitch. Probably Chief. Pass. We're at 14, so they don't have to pitch that many cards. They have Shadow Rift in hand, so it's not particularly relevant. If we try to bolt here, they just logic. Can they combo off with... They have to tap 2, so they can only get 1 logic, but we only have 1 lightning bolt, so it doesn't really matter. I think we just lose. Inside out. They're gonna gush. Okay. I don't know, maybe they'll punt. Inside out, yep. They only need 1 blue mana. So long as they don't... Yeah, I don't think they're going to punt. Oh, maybe they will. They have another logic, though. All right. We're not going to bolt. Unless they, like, do something silly, like pitch the other circular logic. They don't. Okay. So, Tribe. What do we got for Tribe? Cartouche of Ambition. I like it. Arc Lightning doesn't really do anything. Firebolts don't do anything. Flame Slashes do something, but not a lot. I think Addle's pretty good. Bolt faces send a message. Nah. That's true. That's true. They do kill you quick. They let you know. They let you know it's not your day. They did go a little slowly there. Do we like Kiln Fiend here and just try to combo them out first? I feel like that's a pretty good pump fake. Like, take out the Flame Slashes and bring in Kiln Fiends. Is that too bad? Is that really bad if we, like, take out the Flame Slashes and bring in Kiln Fiends? Is that too much? Yeah, P. Proteus, I'm with you, man. All right. If P. Proteus is on the plan, then that's going to be a yes from me. All right, and we'll take out a Chief. Or maybe we even take out a Muldrifter. I don't think the 4th Muldrifter is going to be doing it. Which means we should probably actually cut... Yeah, cut some more blue cards. Because they take so long to cast. And I think Flame Slash is okay. We might be able to kill... Travis Lazuli, when you know it's time. When you know it's time to Kiln Fiend. You know it's time to Kiln Fiend. Maybe we just want Burn. Maybe we just want these Firebolts. Leave the Flame Slashes out. No, I like that Slashes kill Augur. Arc Lightning also kills Augur. And maybe we should go down all the Drifters. Keep our Flame Slashes. And try it like that. Yep. We're on the play. We got a Kiln Fiend, a bunch of tap lands, but we have a Kiln Fiend and a Terminate. So I'm going to keep it. We'll see if we can get under them. Hopefully we draw it on tap land. 3 color mana, everybody. 3 color mana and Pauper. Real slow lands, real fast threats. Pass the turn. Hopefully we hit on tap land for this bad boy before our opponent has an opportunity to answer it. I wonder if Hydroblasts have come in for Terminate. It's always tough. I really liked that when I played Noir Flicker, it came along with like a detailed guide of how you fetch your lands. Oh man. All right. The old try to get him with the Kiln Fiends plan. Opponent ponders. Good old bunch of Kiln Fiends, no non-creature spells in hand. Doing it the old Rakdos way. Opponent's discarding hand size, missing their land drops. I don't mind that. Well, we came here to do one thing, and that one thing needs more Kiln Fiend. So let's Kiln Fiend, play our land, pass the turn. It kind of feels like it. Our opponent's on one land over there. Give me something to break, opponent. Pretty anemic, though. They're pretty anemic for now. One card on top, one card on bottom. Bolts. Well, I think that's pretty obvious. So we'll bolt face. Pump the Fiend. Play the Fiend. And swing. It's pretty fun. I feel like we're going to be looking down the barrel of a pretty fair number. Oh, wow, no shuffle. So, I mean, maybe it was a Brainstorm shuffle turn? I feel like we're going to be looking down the barrel of all the Hydro Blasts next game. Both spells that we want to cast are removal spells, so that's a little awkward. Opponent passing. Okay. We draw Island. All right. Go to combat, attack for 2. And then we'll Chief. Chief, mother effer. Chief, Beetleback. This is a family-friendly Beetleback Chief stream. Hizzy the Tizzy. I will kill a Goblin token with the Terminate if I have to. So help me God. Yep. You got it. So that will certainly be blocking a Kiln Fiend. And I can't imagine our opponent doesn't have all of the counter spells by now. But they'll still be taking a lot of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 7. So that's still lethal. All I have to do is cast spells. And it's going to be very hard for this Tireless Tribe to survive while blocking. They could have Hydro Blasts. I don't know. Opponent's going to probe themselves. What could they have? Hydro Blasts? They could have Hydro Blasts. So we're going to have to play like they have Hydro Blast. Alright, turn comes back. What do we find? Carnarium. Well, we came here to do one thing and one thing only, gang. Let's attack our opponent with all of our creatures, including Kiln Fiend. It would have been nice to find untapped black mana there. We didn't, though. We can only put them to 3 here, but to save their tribe, I think they have to, like, discard a fair number of cards, right? Just 1. It's not ideal. Do we just die by not leaving black back a blocker? Sure. All right, well, we don't have the extra spell, unfortunately, but we can get a spell out of their hand for the purposes of whatever they're trying to do. Maybe 3 tap lands got us just enough life. However, I can't imagine they don't have 1,000 ways to interact with this. I wish I had more black mana. Untap black mana there would have been sweet. God dang it, opponent, are you just going to kill us? Oofs. Oof, gang. Oof. It takes some non-zero number of gushes. I probably should have left a Goblin token back. All right. Go ahead. Are we dead? They're at 3. Four cards in hand. But this is a cantrip deck. I guess I could have Echoing Decayed in response to the discard trigger, but they still could have just dispelled, so it doesn't really matter. They discarded another tribe too, so I imagine it's time. Opponent going so deep in the tank. So deep. What do you got, opponent? Blue mana. Giga Drowse. You got it. 4 cards in hand. If one of them's Gush and the other one's Inside Out, then we're dead. Gosh darn it. I wonder if they'll reveal their hand to show us that they had Shadow Rift anyway. So there it is, guys. 3-color mana. Could have killed him. Didn't. Yeah, we're dead. They didn't have the Shadow Rift either. Oh, they had Giga Drowse, though. So one blocker wouldn't have done it. Yep. All right, guys. Match 5. With the bad mana. This hand's good. Despite having an accumulated knowledge in it, it's actually not that bad. Gives us access to a lot of removal spells on turn 2, so I'm going to keep. Hopefully we run into... Hopefully we run... only to non-Viashino races. Yeah. The Skinks... Oh, man. Fast decks. Come on. Fast decks and no land. Or sorry, slow decks and no land. So we have to be the fast deck here. Which is... are pushing Delver decks out of the format. I guess we shouldn't turn off auto yields. Our opponent could, in theory, cast a creature here. But they're just going to get Tron. Is this Mono Green Tron? Mono Green Tron's a little worse against removal. All right, opponent, what do you got? Map and a sack star for green. And stir away. Stir the pot. Oh, they just had Tron. Good. Fangor Marauder. That's not a big deal. We can kill that. I guess I can just pulse it back, but we can kill it. Terminate your Marauder. I know we've got to do mono white elves. I know. It will be time soon, I promise. Pitch 2 accumulated knowledges we can't cast, and Faithful Suiting. Still no lands, huh? You don't say. We'll pitch Addle and Arc Lightning and pass the turn. Boy, we looked at a lot of cards. Maybe our opponent... No, they're not color screwed. We are. What is? They might just have another Tron land here. Yeah. All right. Infinite mana for our opponent. One of which is green. Maul Splicer, which is pretty good defense against Chainer's Edict. Okay, so we'll play Bloodfell Caves. I wonder if we just start killing stuff so that Edict can come down next turn. I think we Angler. Angler is just way too good of a blocker, so let's Angler. They might have interaction for it, but we kind of can't afford to play around that right now. And we'll go split. We'll go 1 AK, 1 Faithful Suiting. Pass the turn. This might be mono green. It's looking a lot like mono green Tron. Opponent, gonna make some attacks. We will block. That'll make next turn a little bit better for us. Yep, we go to 18. Green-red Tron? Interesting. Flame Slash, sure. All right, so no colored mana, so we're pretty safe to do this. We will Firebolt your Maul Splicer and Edict away your token. Missing land drops is killing us here, though. We really, really have to find more mana in a hurry. Yeah, it's Temur Tron. Okay. Whoa. I just passed through a turn. Good. Don't spam F6, gang. Give me one of these. You guys will see that in a second. All right, we find Carnarium, so let's bounce our land back. Faithful Suiting. At least we didn't miss a land drop, at the very least. Our opponent going to Condescend. Yep. X5. Nope. Won't pay. And now we can F6. Good thing they didn't do anything on their turn either. How do they scry? One on top, one on bottom. Okay. Haunted Fengraf comes down. Okay. So if they have to tap low here... Oh, Maul Splicer, right. They're not going to cast it. I wonder what they're afraid of. Let's play a land and Beetleback Chief. Hopefully this sticks around. Opponent F6s. They know we're susceptible. They know we're susceptible to the fast F6 tech. Ancient Stirrings, yep. There's Crusher. Oh, God. Maul Splicer, sure. So I'll have to do some work on that stuff with our removal spells. And Flame Slash, okay. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So we need 2 more mana before we can take out an Ulamog's Crusher. We could hit it with 2 Flame Slashes next turn. Okay, so I think we are going to Flashback Firebolt on Maul Splicer. Yeah. And pass. 2 cards in hand, one of which is an Ulamog's Crusher. So hopefully they don't find counter magic here. Yep, can attack for 6. I think we have to take it because these are currently our only threats. And we can get rid of these in pretty short order. I think we're going to see the Crusher. So we got to hope this isn't counter magic. If it's counter magic, we're in for the blowout of our lives. Flame Slash. They have F6. That's good. Flame Slash. Play Evolving Wilds, pass the turn. We're not going to Faithless Looting here because we actually kind of want to keep around these. Do we have to take 6 again next turn? I think we block next turn. Yeah. Especially where Muldrifter is going to be our play. We'll leave up Lightning Bolt. Maybe we block 1, kill 1. Oh, Marauder? God. Them gaining a ton of life is not part of the plan. Okay, so we're going to block 1. We're going to Lightning Bolt the other. Go get Island. Bolt the other. Yep. And what do you got? Nothing. All right, well, let's drift away. Oh, true. Yeah. True. And that might be a little bit of a burn there. Okay, so we've found another Edict, which is nice. What do you got? Wretched Griff. Okay. Prophetic Prism. Friggin' Tron, man. Ancient Stirrings. Slippery Karst. Cycles it away. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can't Edict Flashback Edict next turn. That's a little dicey. All right, go to blocks. Block like this. Block like this. They might have Lightning Bolt here. Oh, man, that's a blowout. No Lightning Bolt. All right. So we kind of have to naturally draw another Chainer's Edict, and we have to hope they don't draw Rolling Thunder. Although they could just draw Rolling Thunder. Let's play a land and Edict. You. You saw a list of try with only 1 Shadow Rift? All right, let's Chief. And pass the turn. Drifter. Yep. I think we're probably going to die here. I did skip a turn. But they're just drawing their threats like crazy. And we're already at 7. Prophetic Prism. Yep. Attacking for 5. Well, we can't go to 2. 2 Edicts in the bin, but that's just not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have enough mana to Faithful Saluting here before we Flashback Edict. We find a Flame Slash and a Bolt. It's going to buy us a little bit of time. So Flame Slash here. Bolt here. And go to combat. I don't really want to lose to removal spell here. But I think we got to start chipping away. They're at 32. Yeah, okay. Bunch of Faithful Salutings in the bin if we draw a land. Oh god. Is this Rolling Thunder? GG's. Alright. Tron, eh? This is definitely the Kiln Fiend Stone Rain matchup. Kiln Fiend's in, Stone Rain's in, Flame Slashes. We do have to kill Griffs. So Flame Slashes do matter. I don't think Firebolts do. They're not going to 2-for-1 anything. Arc Lightning doesn't really do anything. Addle is bad because they have a bunch of colorless cards. And I think we're going to go down 1 Beetleback Chief. Maybe not. Maybe we just go down to Drifter. And go down... The Maul Splicers are kind of an issue, actually. But I think we'd be overboarding to go otherwise. Probably Echoing Decay. Try it like that. We'd love to go first. Well, we've got Stone Rains and it's Tron, so we're going to keep. Just got to draw a land. We had some trouble with that last game. Gain some life. Pass turn. Boiler works. Well, this will let us hit our 3 untapped mana. So we'll pick up our Bloodfell Caves. Maybe I should have bolted face there. Need to draw land, yeah. So we'll just continuously blow up Tron lands. This deck is a little more reliant on Tron lands than others. And I think they run less than other Tron decks too. Ideally, they won't have a way to leave up any counter magic here. More towers. Oh, nice. Well, we got information about what more Tron lands they have. So we can blow up this one that we know they only have 1 of. Pass turn. Will we see a tower? Yes. Prism, yep. Keep digging. Beetleback Chief. Oh man, I wish we could cast that. Okay. Or that Stone Rain was an instant. But if Stone Rain was an instant, that would feel a little bit unfair. Our mana is popping off this game. Yep, there's map. So now hopefully we can sneak through a Beetleback Chief here. More Stone Rains. That's kind of funny. So our opponent's going to go find a Tron land. They might try to juke us here. Find one that they have 2 of. Let's go get another Urza's Tower. Get another power plant. All right. Tap some mana. Gonna evoke a Drifter. Yep. And a map. Okay. There's Kiln Fiend. So I think this turn we're actually going to commit Kiln Fiend. Go to combat and swing, because next turn we might be able to remove one of the creatures they play and then Stone Rain one of their lands. So I think that's what we're going to do. We have Bolt in hand as well. And Terminate. So we got to hope they don't have Maul Splicer here, but even that's not the end of the world. Yep, sacks map. 8 mana. You got it. Fault Grinder. Sure. All right, so in response to the trigger, well, I guess we don't have to kill it right now, but that doesn't really matter. So I wonder if we... No. We're going to terminate it now. Terminate Fault Grinder. Needlessly pump Kiln Fiend. Turn comes back. Play land. Stone Rain you. Thank you very much for the host, Nasty. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate the host, man. Cheers. That's awesome. Thanks. How was your league? Were you playing leagues? Were you on the 1-drops? Probably on the 1-drops. If I had to guess. Let's see what they got. 4 mana. And a Fengraph. 5 mana, one of which is blue for a Drifter. But that's not going to do it. You're on 1-drops? There were no 1-drops? Oh, never. You would never play 1-drops. It's ridiculous. So I think we got him with the transformative sideboard here. Pump Fiend. Drifter dies, and they're already dead here. But we're going to bolt them for the rub-ins. So bolt, combat, win. All right. Blue, black 2 to 4 drops. Oh, you just 5-0'd a league with foil? Oh my goodness. How'd it go? Pooping on people in leagues. You took the 1-drops out, eh? No more 1-drops. What deck did you play foil in? That's man. Yes, I do have questions for you. Multiple. So it won't be published? Are they only going to publish competitive leagues now? Yeah, I think everybody would love to know how good foil was. Unfortunately, everybody knows just how bad this hand is. Even on the draw. It's got some spice in it, but maybe these 2 Faithful Suitings do get us there. Kiln Fiend Stone Rain is what we want, but it's still really slow. I'm going to keep this. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm going to keep it. We've got our plan in hand, so we're going to keep. Oh yeah, I guess we can go watch it to see how good it was. True that, though. Yeah. Okay, so Bloodfell Caves. We have our second land drop, but it's tapped. We gotta go so fast if we're gonna win this game. So much faster than turn 3 Kiln Fiend. But we did find our land drop. Opponent on the Stirrings plan. And they're just having Tron lands. Did they whiff on Stirrings? They didn't, did they? No, they didn't Stirrings. They just played another thing. Okay. We're going to Faithful Suiting before we Evolving Wilds. Have our second land for Kiln Fiend. We drew another Kiln Fiend, so we'll pitch Looting and Beetleback Chief. We're just so far away from casting it. Play a land and pass the turn. Plan on going to get red mana. No, man, that's cool. No, absolutely. Guys, go check out Double X Nasty. They are one of the innovators for the blue-black 1-drops deck. They're also just a really great community member to hang out with and be around. And yeah, chat to them. Ask them questions. Get in their faces about it. So we'll hope they don't have an answer to Kiln Fiend here, because if they don't, we can have a pretty good turn next turn. Kiln Fiend Stone Rain planned. They could just have evoked Fault Grinder to pull up our Karoo, which isn't great. Another Prism. Well, I like that. What's up, 8x19? And how you doing, Fiddlemeister? Terry's burn deck is doing it? Red mana. Kills Kiln Fiend. You got it. So I think we got to keep him off Tron, unfortunately. We have more land destruction, so I think we can... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we'll lose our Faithful Suitings, but I think it's worth it. So we'll go like this. Stone Rain, a Mine. They haven't revealed any lands? No, they haven't. Okay, Stone Rain, Mine, and Grandfather. Pass turn. Let's crack this chest. Is that analogous with getting this bread? Oof, that's good. That's like better than any of my cracks. What's up, Max Breaker? How you doing? All right, play land, and we're going to be a little bit greedy. We don't actually, this isn't greedy at all, because our opponent is off of Tron. And it doesn't seem like they have a ready answer for Angler. They go to 15. We got to terminate in hand if they play a blocker. We're going to play a Kiln Fiend. And pass. All right, opponent, what you got? Kraken Mine. Going up to 5 mana next turn, but not Tron mana. I guess unless they have crop rotation, which is kind of dangerous. Things we don't want to see are pretty much exactly Maul Splicer. I do think this deck plays that, though. Or this deck plays crop rotation. Yep. You got it. Sphere. Got it. What do they search up? Mine. Okay. Our turn. Blow up the mine. Hopefully. Trigger Kiln Fiend. Attack for 9. Our opponent has the counter magic. Ooh, baby. Always down for that spice. So our opponent's just floating green mana, which is a little bizarre. We'll Swiftwater Cliffs. Pass through. Attack for 9. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Thalys Parado. I really appreciate it, man. I think we're really close here, guys. I think we're really close. We have Terminate for their turn. They're stuck on 5 mana. I don't know what they can do. Hardcast Drifter, and that's going to give us a target for our Terminate or our Chainer's Edict next turn. So we're just going to go ahead and pass here. And we'll go ahead and terminate your Muldrifter. It can't be a regenerated opponent. And we got him. Sweet. All right. Positive with Grixis Midrange. I like it. All right, what's up out there in YouTube land? Thank you so much for sticking around for the entire league. We just finished it up. Grixis Midrange was sweet. Although the mana was a bit awkward, it seems like the answers that Toto Isle included were really perfect for the metagame. So whenever our opponent brought some kind of threat, we were able to answer. We even had a pretty good match against blue-black 1-drops where we kind of had a convincing enough number of Chainer's Edicts and things like that. It seemed like Tribe had an awesome matchup against us, and so did Burn. That was a really scary match as well. But anyway, the mana hurt us. We had dead cards in hand all the time, but that's just the way it is with 3 colors and Pauper. So it's impressive that they can tune a mana base to even get a 5-0 with this, and to carry me, someone who's never played with the mana base, to a 3-2 finish. So shout out to Toto Isle. Grixis Midrange is a lot of fun, lots of threats, lots of card draw. Adel was actually sweet when we got to cast it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the league. Thanks again for sticking around, and if you're out in Twitch land, thank you very much for coming and hanging out with me for the entire league as well. Have a good night.